Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new edition of the Daily Debate. In tonight's show, we will be focusing on the developments taking place regarding the Gaza file. We will be looking at the humanitarian aid. Egypt is actually participating with almost 70% of all the international aid getting into the Gaza Strip. We'll also be following up on all the political and diplomatic efforts that aim to reach a permanent ceasefire. But before we start doing that, let's check out some of the main stories making the news today. We'll start off with President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, who received a phone call from his French counterpart, President Emmanuel Macron. Presidential spokesperson Councillor Ahmed Fahmy said the call discussed means of boosting bilateral ties in various fields in light of the historical and strategic cooperation between the two sides. He said the call also discussed the latest developments in Gaza and efforts to be a sustainable ceasefire deal. They also discussed efforts to provide medical services for the injured Palestinians. The leaders warned against pushing the region into a wider range in a state of instability, which they said draws an urgent need for self-control. The spokesman said both sides agreed on the importance of putting an end to the escalation on all fronts. He added they stressed that reaching a just and comprehensive settlement to the Palestinian cause is the path towards re-establishing peace and stability for all the peoples of the region. Also today, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi received a phone call from Spain's Prime Minister, Pedro Sanchez, on boosting bilateral ties in various domains. President's spokesman Ahmed Fahmy said the talks tackled regional issues, the situation in Gaza, and Egypt's efforts in allowing humanitarian aid into the Strip. In this context, President el-Sisi hailed Spain's stance towards the escalation in Gaza and its support for preserving peace in the region. For his part, Sanchez praised prices on both the political and humanitarian levels. Both sides also stressed on the importance of reaching a fair and comprehensive solution for the Palestinian cause and enhancing measures of reviving security and stability in the region. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi met today with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, Minister of Planning and Economic Development Hala Said, Minister of Finance Mohammed Maid, and Minister of Transportation Kamil al-Wazir. Presidential spokesman Ahmed Fahmy said the meeting tackled the latest developments in the investment plan of the transportation sector projects, where President el-Sisi was briefed on the efforts of developing the railway system and the Cairo metro lines. The head of state was also briefed on the efforts that aim at establishing and promoting with a number of international corporations. The spokesman added that the president gave directives to continue with the efforts that aim at localizing the industry in the transportation sector. And Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli congratulated President el-Sisi on the 42nd anniversary of the Sinai Liberation Day. In his cable, Madbouli said the event will always be a source of pride for Egyptians and a reminder of the October victory when Egypt's sons lost their lives to save the nation. The Premier reiterated that President el-Sisi always gives directions for state institutions to exert all efforts to achieve development in Sinai, including building new housing communities and providing job opportunities within the national project to achieve developments in Sinai. These were some of the main stories making the news today, but now turning our attention to tonight's topic, let's check out this report regarding Egypt providing almost 70% of the international aid getting into the Gaza Strip, and we'll be right back.